What's up, YouTube? It's BANJJ Media coming at you. Review room over here, season 4, Game of Thrones. My name is Angel. We have to my left.
My name is Brao Gaviola, aka B-Ro, and all the way to the right we have.
My name is Juan, also known as Offensive Juan, and you'll find out soon.
Alright, so let's start top 10 favorite moments, season 4, Game of Thrones. Number 10, we're gonna start with Khaleesi getting rid of Jorah Mormont. That's our top 10. Our number 10. What do we think about that, guys?
I actually thought that she was being a really big time poochie.
Wait, for our audience, let's tell our audience what a poochie is. What's a poochie?
Well, folks, a poochie is, it's actually a bitch, you know, especially you girls when you're being a little bitchy out there. But since society deems it, you know, not appropriate, offensive, so we're gonna start calling you guys poochies.
Okay,
also
so
reference from the Orange is the New Black.
Exactly.
We'll review that later. So, Khaleesi, being a poochie, let Jorah Mormont go. Why?
Well, first of all, she let her feelings get in the way. Because, I mean, if she would have thought about it like a real leader, you know, because women can't really lead. But, you know, again, poochies. But, you know, because, no, it's like he's been fighting her battles for her to be queen again. And she's been freeing all these people. And all of a sudden, oh, back in the day, you almost tried to kill me. But he never did. So, see, he redeemed himself.
But it was his fault that she was going to get poisoned.
Yeah.
It was his fault.
Did you think that he deserved what he got?
I think he deserved worse. I think she should have killed him.
No. In my opinion, no. Because, I mean, he's been her advisor since.
So letting her.
That's the
letting
only
him go
reason
was the
that he's
best.
still alive, because she knows that he's in love with her and he's never going to get anything. He's never going to get this because
He's a friend.
he's a friend zone.
But I think, you know, since what she should just forgive and forget. You know, I mean, it is kind of hard, but he did save her life and he's done a lot.
But it
for
was
her.
his fault that
True.
her kid died. And Drogo died. Well, Drogo died because of the stupid witch, but
Yeah,
it was
I thought that was the witch's.
it was his fault that, you know, the baby died, I think.
No, how could it be his fault? I disagree on that part.
Well,
too.
she was about to get killed, and he saved her from the poison, but it was his fault in the first place.
True.
Still disagree.
Alright, well, one of my other favorite parts in Khaleesi's story, Missandei. Oh my lord, baby Jesus.
It's one of your favorite
Missandei,
episodes.
no Grey Worms, just, you know, in the
Crocodile
underwater, creeping behind a tree. Let me see that ass, and then he gets caught. Little
HBO?
Peeping Tom, HBO.
HBO,
I love
you did
HBO.
Great job.
They can do everything.
Give
So
him
all
that.
of us from here, from BANJJ,
BANJJ.
we give you a BANJJ salute. BANJJ salute.
Salute to you. That was, I paused it like 4 times, rewind it a couple times more. Paused it, rewind, pause, rewind. It was great. I loved it. Booty.
'Cause I think every guy wanted to see her. naked.
I was waiting for it. HBO. Sansa's next. I'm telling you,
Oh, yeah,
Sansa's
Sansa,
next.
I'm waiting
She's
for that.
18. She gonna get those little titties out. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, and
So
I'll be waiting for that day.
that was one of my favorite parts in the whole season. Let's go. Let's move on to number 9 with Craster's Keep. We have Jon Snow going back to kill
Is that
the
number 8 or
brothers.
number?
That's number 9. Craster's Keep.
Oh no. Okay.
Going to kill the guy with the knives
I
over
say
there
that.
at Craster's Keep.
I say, yeah. In that episode, Jon Snow needs to work on his swordsmanship. I mean, you're gonna get owned with a guy with 2 knives, even though he's the best knife handler from that part of town.
You know what? I kind of agree with you because after his training in Pompeii, if any of you seen that movie, you know, he's all badass, swinging that sword around, hacking, you know, like a gladiator.
Yeah.
He comes back home to where?
Where?
Where does he live? Jon Snow.
He lives in the wall.
There you go, the wall. And he has no skills anymore. I'm confused. What
Jon
happened?
Snow.
It was not. It was
He
a cool
knows
battle
nothing
though.
because he's Jon Snow.
It was a cool
That's
battle. It was a
right.
cool little fight. I thought it was well choreographed, and he got saved by a hooer. One of those hoors that was getting non-stop rape, which was crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But you know, he
Don't
got
rape
saved by one
girls,
of them.
guys.
And it
Not
still
good.
was one of the best scenes too, because we had Hodor
Hodor, yeah.
killed that one
Bran
guy.
taking over Hodor.
He's the best actor in the show.
Hodor? Oh shit, my papers.
And it
Never
was just
forgets his
great
line.
scene. That was
Never
a great
forgets
scene.
his
Him
line.
just using all his might and strength, killing that guy. I was like, My God.
He just goes Hodor, and then he doesn't know what he did. He's over there looking at his bloody hands.
Yeah, I think that was a good episode. The way to end it too.
But the only thing I didn't like is that they teased Bran and Jon meeting again. Like they did it in the second season, or no, I'm sorry, they did it in the third season.
Yeah, third season.
Bran was in the tower, like, oh, Jon Snow, we're almost gonna meet, and then they did it again. Like, why do it again if you're not gonna make them meet? It's just dragging the story out for no reason.
But I'd say on this one here, on this episode, it's like it was Bran's choice now.
Yeah.
He could have met him, but then they would have, you know, he was like,
It was
well,
his choice the other time too, with the little kid, little Jojen, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
yeah. But this time it was his choice.
true.
Yeah, because I mean, on the last season, you know, he was actually in combat engaging. I mean, he was outnumbered, so they would have caused more harm than good.
True.
But on this season here, it's like Bran actually had the choice. It's like, well, you know, either I could go meet up with my brother and go back to the wall because he's going to take him back, you know, or continue with his
Mission, yeah. His mission of going to go look for a tree. Stupid ass tree you can't find, and then he finds it, but we'll get to that part.
Yeah,
And then
what's next?
another part I like is that crazy dude drops the baby off, and the baby gets taken by the White Walkers.
Yeah.
That wasn't in the books. I'm a book reader, and that wasn't in the books. And people are over there all over the place bitching about, oh, it's a spoiler from the book. I don't care. It was dope.
Yeah, same here. You
It
know,
was a tight part.
I'm not a book reader, but I'm looking into reading the books. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to.
They already got some shit spoiled. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool though.
No
but-
spoilers in the comments if you want. Just tag spoilers. We don't care.
Yeah.
We're gonna read them. They got spoiled. Some of the Lady Stoneheart stuff. Whatever. Who
Yeah, just
cares?
let us know what you
One
guys.
thing is, I don't read books. They're freaking boring. I'd
Well-
rather watch TV.
What I was gonna say is that, you know, even though I'm not a book reader, is that, you know, I like to see what the White Walkers were up to. You know, like how did
Yeah.
they get their armies? How did they change their people? You know, so it was nice to see that as a fan of the show and a aspiring reader. You know, I'm glad to see some of the White Walkers get some
I was
action.
glad to see it too, because in the book they don't really mention White Walkers that much. I guess it's too much to read, so I don't remember everything. But they don't mention this part, how the kids become White Walkers, which it was dope. They had the little setup over there where all the eyes. They had the kid, the point of view from the baby. That was tight. That
Yeah.
was the dope part.
Now, if you guys really want to know how the White Walkers came into being, go watch the cinematic trailer of World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lynch King. It's all there. That's all I gotta say.
All right, let's move on to number 8, where Arya gets her needle back. That was where all the chickens.
I think you have something to say about that,
If
right,
I
Juan?
keep saying cunt, well, if you open your cunt mouth one more time, I'm going to have to eat all the chickens. That was tight. That whole battle scene, the whole ending, very first episode. They killed it with that.
That was great. That was a great scene, especially when she got her needle back. You know, best scene ever. How slowly she just drives that little needle into the guy's throat.
Definitely.
That scene was amazing. I really enjoyed that one scene because this guy just imagine feeling that pain.
He did that to the
Poke yourself
kid
with
too,
needle,
and he
man.
did that
hurts.
to the
Just
kid.
imagine. And
Nice and
who
slow,
was it?
right? Nice and
Who was the
slow.
kid that he killed? What was his name?
The
Lolly?
Lomi. What the fuck is a Lomi?
Lomi.
Some
there we
shit
go.
like that. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah,
But she said the exact same words that the guy said to the kid, and then he was like, "What?" Like he caught it at the last
Yeah.
minute, and got the needle in his throat. So
Yeah. One of my favorite parts in that scene is definitely around that fight too, is when the Hound grabbed that guy's face and just smashed into that guy's sword. He was just like, "Juh, juh, juh."
yeah, that was
I
dope.
was like, okay, dang, you're badass. Sorry.
That was a
dude.
good part. All right, let's move on to number 7, Reek. We have little
Oh,
boy Reek.
Poor little Reek.
Poor little Reek. Poor little boy Reek.
That is one of my favorite characters.
Oh
He's,
god.
Up
a,
until
he's
now.
a slave now, so
Once he
why-
got captured and got tortured and got his wang chopped,
Oof.
after that, it's like, this guy's my favorite character.
I say put him
Wow.
out of his misery already. Oh my gosh, he's
Because
gone
you know
through
why?
enough.
Because what's his name? The one who tortured him?
Ramsey Bolton.
Ramsey.
Bolton.
He's not
Ramsey's,
a Snow anymore.
he's not. He's a Bolton now.
He's a Bolton now.
Yeah, he proves himself.
But it was that perfect scene where he makes him shave, give him that nice close shave.
Yep.
And he goes, Reek, we killed your family.
we
And
killed
this, how do
Rob
you
Stark.
Feel.
He's a dick.
And that was like that hand just shaking, about to like, he just shaved.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah,
That was great
He's
acting
definitely got
from-
some Stockholm syndrome right now. He's got some really bad Stockholm syndrome.
It's
Oh
like-
man.
I want a pet like that. If I could have my own little Reek, I'd be so happy. Reek, fetch me some water.
Oh geez, you are offensive one.
That would be awesome. Have a little Reek.
Having a little reek, but I think Theon Alfie is a great actor. The guy that plays Theon or
He's definitely
Reek.
cool.
Great actor. He killed it. And then we also have Ramsay Snow becoming Ramsay Bolton after murdering all those people. He's
Proving
like,
himself to his
yeah,
father.
having Theon go over there and pretend to be Theon, and then kill those people, take over Mo Caitlin, and then the sister. Let's talk about the sister.
Ooh.
Sister coming back, and then
Yeah,
she's
that's
like,
a tough
I don't
one.
have a brother anymore, or he's dead, or some
he's
shit.
dead to me. He bit her. He was like,
Took a bite out of her like a dog.
And that's why I
A
want
loyal
Reek.
dog, a loyal fucking dog.
Because they are loyal. Reeks are loyal to their masters.
so if you ever get a pet, you're gonna name it Reek.
I'm going to name it Reek. I have it sitting right here. Fetch, Reek. Fetch.
Well, that storyline wasn't like my most favorite, but
Yeah, same
some
here.
of the parts were pretty
It's pretty
okay.
important.
The acting was really good,
I
and
just hope it pays off.
people were hating on that part when the sister comes back and just leaves without him. They're like, oh, what was the point of it?
It
Well,
took her exactly. It took her like 20 years to get there. Like it took her like half of the season to even get to that part. And it's like, okay, how long are you?
but now she can go do her own thing. Now she knows that he's fucked in the head and she can't do anything about it.
True. So it's just to show how how fucked up Reek is, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Basically,
And then he gets a bath. That's his reward. He gets a bath.
that's horrible.
Let's go to number 6. We have one of my favorite parts too. Sansa at the Veil. Low Sansa. That's Bae.
That's my bae.
That's
Excuse me,
bae.
she's taken, so you guys can't take her anymore. That's my bae. She's on my screensaver.
I have
Shout out.
Daenerys is my Bae. Missandei is my Bae.
Sophie Turner, I love you.
Sansa's Bae too. So let's talk about the whole Veil part. Littlefinger revealing that he's the mastermind behind all this. He put everything into play with having the crazy bitch Lysa
Lysa, yeah.
kill her husband.
That's crazy. I think men do crazy things for love. You know what I mean? Like that's a really great like turning point for him. It's like you try to figure out who it was and who did it. Like I thought it was the knight, and I thought it was the old lady, which in part she was kind of a part of it, but it was all Littlefinger. I was like, wow, I could never trust that guy ever. You know what I mean?
What is
Yeah,
it?
but then again, because of love, he did get rid of Joffrey.
Yeah. And I was waiting for that too. I was waiting for that little shit to die.
Then he pushes. That was the best. That was some of the best things. Like he pushes Lysa out of the thing. It's like,
Oh wow, yeah.
it's like
And what
I've
he
always
tells her-
loved one person. Yo, sister. Bye, bitch. that was one of my favorite parts too.
Yeah.
But back to Sansa, I mean, this girl, after what she's been through, you know, the way she was treated, and the whole time I was like, oh God, another little freaking, I was abused and beaten kind of little girl. But what you see is that she starts learning. She starts learning from Cersei's a queen and everybody that what they were doing. So
Yeah.
She finally
she
learned
picked it up. Where now she's like,
She picked
oh.
it up
Manipulator
after she
now.
picked it up after she saw her aunt getting pushed off the moon door.
Yeah.
And I
then-
like the part when she slaps a little kid. Let's go back to that part when she slaps a little kid. She fucks with her. He fucks with her castle. It's like, cha, bitch.
Yeah. And it was also a weird moment though when Littlefinger was like, "You could have been my child in another world or something like that."
But
another
the
universe.
spotlight was.
And then like kissed
And then
her.
they make out. Oh, you could have been my daughter. Let's make out real quick.
I was like,
that
okay,
part
dude.
was creepy as fuck.
Yeah, but the spotlight on her, on Sansa, was when she comes out.
Yeah.
Her new attire.
Yeah.
Her new
The
look.
ending of her story was good when she came out.
Can't wait. I can't wait for that.
She dyed her hair black. Now she's a little push-up bra, a little dirty whore. I liked it. I'm ready for it. Next season.
And we all
What's
know-
gonna happen with her?
and we all
She gonna
know.
bang Littlefinger or she's not gonna bang Littlefinger?
You know what? She's gonna use the power of the little poot tang.
Yeah, she knows what she's
Control.
doing now. She's like Cersei.
True.
She's like,
Oh, I remember what Cersei
She
told
goes,
me.
he wants this little kitty. He's gonna have to
You can make me work
it.
for that kitty, yeah. Let's go to number 5. One of the best acting of the whole season was Tyrion's speech.
Oh, definitely Tyrion's speech.
Tyrion is like, I demand a battle by combat.
Yeah.
That was.
It was really emotional. You know, I felt so much anger, and I felt so much pain coming from him. And I was like, I feel you, man. Short people. You know?
And what angered him the most was that when he saw his little poochie standing up there.
His little dirty
man.
hooer. He saw the hooer. That was what did it.
Told you.
He had
Poochies.
the plan to go to the
So
ball.
you can't love these poochies, man. You can't love them ever.
He was like, "Oh, this is it. I can't do it."
Can't trust them either.
Because Shay, shut the fuck up. I want to battle of combat.
It's that anger. It's like all that love that he
All
had
that
for her
anger.
just
That anger in his
turned
face was
into
great
anger.
fucking acting.
Yeah, man. After all, he tried to save her life, and
None of that. It's like he saved the kingdom.
yeah,
She was jelly because
sure people get no.
she thought that
Reward.
he was in love with Sansa, but so she got jealous. That's what jealous women do, man. That's crazy. So
who would've
the
loved
speech was
Sansa?
dope. Battle by combat. Tyrion,
Yep.
what's gonna happen, and then we know what happens. Number 4. Let's go to number 4. The Battle of the Wall. The whole 9th episode, I believe it was. The whole episode 9.
Battle of the
Everything was
Wall.
the battle.
That was a pretty cool. I was waiting to see like what would happen because they were totally outnumbered. I was wondering how they're gonna win, and they pulled it off pretty good. They pulled it off pretty good. The whole battle.
They lost half their army though. They lost half the Brotherhood,
They did.
half of the Night's Watch. But then favorite part though, the mammoths and the giants. The fucking
definitely.
giants on mammoths. Crazy.
That was crazy about it. Yeah.
One thing I like about it too was that I didn't know how many defenses they had on that wall.
Yeah. When they dropped the
Especially-
scythe.
Yeah, it's
that
like
was-
shave the wall, and all of a sudden you just see this kid thing just coming down.
And then you see the hands just hanging. All you see is the arm just holding onto the thing.
That was definitely one of the coolest parts. I was like,
That was
whoa,
really
I
cool.
didn't expect that.
And that giant getting shot by the arrow, by
Yeah.
that spear that they had. I was like, God,
No, when the guy shoots the arrow up, and then the giant's like, "Let me have this." He shoots his
Yeah.
fucking arrow and kills.
That was a cool part too.
yeah.
that
But
was
the one where they shot the giant too.
Oh, with
because
the-
after they dropped those barrels of oil
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
fire
he,
and
like,
it
blows
explodes
up,
and
yeah.
they're all running away.
And then the other giant gets pissed and starts pushing the gate open.
Yeah.
The mammoth runs
I
away.
think they should have shot that part though. They should have shot the part with the giant fighting, with the 3 brothers
Inside of the tunnel?
With the
inside of
crows?
tunnel. They should have shot that fight scene.
And then they kill those 2 guys. Like in the books, those 2 guys that get killed. The guy that gets killed by Ygritte with the arrow through the throat, he's still alive. And then
What?
the other guy that dies in the tunnel, he's still alive in the book too. So that was one of the things. Like, why did you have to kill him off? But
That's true. But
it was still
because-
a good story. I guess someone had to die, and better them than Jon Snow, I guess. And Sam's fat ass didn't do anything really, except let Ghost out. That 360 shot was
Yeah, that was probably one of the
some of
coolest,
the best, like,
coolest shots in
cinematography.
it. Was that 360
360
shot?
shot. And then we have little ginger muff, Ygritte. Let's talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Ygritte.
Oh, I feel sorry for Jon Snow. I liked her as a character too. I was hoping that she was gonna live, but I guess she. has
And
to
it was
go.
that moment where she got that arrow and she's looking at him.
I know, she's
and
like,
you see that,
"Should I
and
shoot him?
she's that
Should I
love.
shoot him?"
It's that love. But then it gets ruined. Pow! And a snap. Who? By a little kid.
Crows before a hose.
Exactly.
That was a
Wow.
great foreshadow, especially when you showed him when she first shot his mom or his dad in the throat, and then
Yeah.
later on.
That was
in the-
payback. That was
later in
payback
the
for his
season,
dad.
And then he stood there. He's like, yo.
He
crows,
gave him that
crows
bro look.
before
He's
hose,
like,
man.
yeah,
crows
I
before
got you
hose.
back
He's like,
there.
The head nod. Yeah, the head
The
nod
head
after
nod.
killing her. And then we have that slow motion Suma shot, people in the back fighting.
yeah, the little Michael Bay moment where
You
sadness and chaos in the background, sadness in the foreground.
That was a good shot too. And then
Her famous line.
the fight, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Do you know Jon Snow?
You should have stayed in that tub and you should have ate me out some more. That's
She stayed in that cave.
in that cave.
And she's like, you know nothing. And I'm like, damn, will you ever know anything, Jon Snow?
And then I like the fight too between Jon Snow and the Thenn. He gets hit in the
Yeah, man.
anvil with a
That was crazy.
right in the face. That was
And
a
that
good
part too,
too.
I think he should have put up a better fight. I mean, come on now, Pompeii.
He was getting his ass
Exactly,
whooped, but he
Pompeii
did it.
style.
Pompeii though. I haven't seen it yet, so we won't talk about it. All right, let's move on to number 3. Tywin's death. We have Tyrion escaping.
That was one of my favorite moments.
One of the best moments, top moments,
He
crazy
deserved to die
moments.
too.
Tyrion escaping, Jaime letting him out, Varys helping out, and then he kills his dad in the toilet.
But god dang in the crapper, dude. It's like, just imagine, it's like, you got an arrow pointing at you, and you got probably a turd like halfway. And the whole time it's like, we'll talk about this later. He's giving hints. We'll talk about this later. I'm in a crapper. And he kind of like loses it because he calls her a whore, and that's when he gets shot. You know, you get
Yeah,
shot
man,
in the
you
back.
Call her a whole one
You can
more
never
time.
call a woman you love a whore. If someone calls you a woman a whore,
But you call her
shoot
a
him
whore.
with a fucking
A
crossbow.
whore is nicer, but
But
she's
not
a
only that, it's just like the pain. It's just like you're getting hit. You're like, oh, but at the same time, dude, all that was home just came out. It's like, oh.
And then we have
Painful.
his legacy. He's always talking about his legacy.
Yeah.
There goes his legacy. He died shitting. And also the way he kills the whore. One of your favorite parts.
That was one of the best scenes right there. He took all that anger. He took all that anger, channeled in those little stubby hands of a midget's hands of his, and just killed her. And in his whole mind, he's probably saying, "You fucking poochie, you poochie." Oh God, I felt it.
And she said my lion too, which what a bitch.
Ooh,
It's like
that was
my
a push,
lion,
man.
and then she was waiting for Tywin. It was crazy. That was a good part too.
That was messed up. I felt it. That was one of the surprising turns that I saw too. Was like he walks into the room. I thought he's gonna kill his dad. Next thing you know, it's her in bed. It's like, what? That is so effed up, man.
Can't
And-
trust these whores. And then when they walk away, when he finally escapes, and we have Varys, the bells go off. Varys
Varys
he
looks at
fucked Varys' life up. He had to go in the ship.
Yeah, he was like, oh fuck.
He's like, damn
And then he
it.
just turns around and goes back on the ship.
What did you do, Tyrion? And then he fucked you. That's what he did. He has to go on the ship too, onto Essos.
There goes his life.
Everyone's going to Bravos. Looks like. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
one of the best parts.
That's crazy. Yeah. Everyone's gonna Bravo.
number 2. Joffrey's death, the Purple Wedding.
Yes.
Number 2. Let's talk about that.
You know what? God, to me, it's like a lot of people wanted to see little Joffrey die. You know, a little fucking prick ass king. But seriously, I wanted to see him live because I loved the way he tortured
Very tortured
his
Tyrion
uncle,
Oh man.
and Sansa.
made him the little goblet holder.
Yeah.
You know, he's
What I
all
liked about
drunk.
that episode is that they kept teasing at it. He's like laughing and spits out food, and then we don't know how he's gonna die, but we know it's coming. We know it's coming.
Yeah. I was wondering when he was gonna die too. I was like, you know, like what you said though in the books, where he rips his throat up, and I wish it would have showed that.
I wish it would have showed that too.
You should
Like,
you should have made his death more graphic than
it was pretty graphic, like especially the last shot when it's just
Yeah, that was very
staring
cool
at his
last shot.
face and he's all fucked up.
Because
But
he deserved like to die in a horrible way, you know.
he did. He was a
You
little
know?
dick.
Yeah.
You know, and Cersei crying, holding him. And also that top shot, Cersei's cleavage. Let's talk about that too. That was a good shot. It was nice.
That was nice. I agree.
It was a nice little shot. I wasn't even paying attention to Joffrey's face. 300.
Saw
The
that
first
cleavage.
300. The first 300 we have her nips. Little nips.
Exactly.
True.
I don't know what she didn't show him in this show, but that's near here or there. But then we have the episode right after he dies. I thought the beginning of it, when Sansa runs away, that was a good one too.
Yeah, that was a good.
It was like it was so fast. I had to rewind it because it was like, "Where is Sansa?"
Yeah.
And then Tywin's like yelling, and then they're just like running away with the retard
knight.
yeah, with the fool.
Yeah.
And then during the Purple Wedding too, we have the midgets, the midget fights. They all come
yeah.
dressed like they all
That's
come dressed
demeaning,
like
man.
yeah.
That was messed up.
That was
That was hilarious.
I'm a short person,
That was
so I know how it
hilarious.
feels. I know how it feels as a short
When
person.
they were messing with the other guy. What was that guy's name? The
the gay guy who
the
died.
gay king. The gay
Gay
king.
king.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up.
Oh, that was what's her name's sister.
Marjorie's
ex-husband, I
king,
guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Loras' boyfriend. That was hilarious. Stabbing in the booty, and then and they have all the kings.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's,
Away, degenerate. That was one of the funniest parts.
that was kind of fucked up.
Okay, let's go to the number 1 best part the whole season, other than Missandei's boobs. The
me-
mountain.
The mountain.
The
and
mountain
Viper.
crushing his head. Lord.
And
Talk about
that was one of the most turning points in the movie that I saw. Was like, oh man, this guy's winning, he's killing him, and all of a sudden the mountain just picks him up and just busts his teeth open, and then,
One hit. Just
oh man, and it just crushes his skull, and I was just like, what? And they end the episode like that. And I was just like, why?
It was great. I really had to like just go back and I had to see that scene. I watched it 4 times. Just that last scene because
Yep.
he was like whooping ass and everything taken
Yeah, man.
down. But well, that's what happens when you drink before, you know. get a couple drinks in you, get that little.
It wasn't even. I don't think it was even drinking.
Liquid
It was,
confidence.
it was him just talking shit.
Yeah.
Who did that? Who gave the order?
That's what happens.
You
with
should've
that
You saw
fucking
podcast.
Tyron shitting his pants though. He was like,
Tyron was tripping. Yeah, he was gonna. He was
Don't
gonna
say
win.
it.
Yo, it was just great. The way that man just punched him in the mouth, and all you see them teeth like, toosh.
All his teeth are out, and
Just-
then we have all the reactions, which was really cool.
And the way,
Tyrion's reaction, the girl's reaction, is the Home Alone scream, and then we have
the Home Alone scream.
and then Cersei smiling, and then Jamie being all.
especially the Viper, I mean, his scream, when he screamed there, man, it sounded like
Yeah, I felt that, dude.
painful.
That was like-
he felt his eyeballs just get crushed in, and
Yeah,
in his
talking
head.
about Beatles and everything. All of a sudden, you see why. Crushing
The Beatles.
Beatles.
That scene pissed me the F off.
I was like,
It's the first time I will not use the F word, but it pissed me off. Talking, we wasted what, 15, 20 minutes?
It was
talking
20
about
minutes.
talking about Reed.
Beatles? It was like, come on.
Clonk, clonk, clonk.
I was just like so mad. And he's like talking about, I was like, oh, I would sit there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, thinking about, what was he
Yeah, and
thinking about them
I was
Beatles?
waiting for the moral, and then he goes, I don't know. I'm like, wow.
And then we find out why, because his face gets crushed. I guess I don't know.
That's the foreshadow.
But that was a foreshadow.
Yeah.
Talking about people getting crushed, and then the mountain survives.
That was
We
crazy.
see him. We see him in the next episode being
Experimented on.
experimented on, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein status, yeah. It's gonna be hulked out like Bane or something like that.
And the funny part too was that other old man, the little perverted old man. It's like, this is my laboratory. Not anymore, bitch. Fuck out. That was hilarious. That was part two. And then what other thing happens with the mountain and the viper?
I don't know. That's just that fight
Pretty
scene.
much
Was
just the
fight. I mean,
intense.
Besides the hope that he gave to
Get to
Tyrion.
Tyrion, he goes, I shall be your champion.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, after
no
that-
way, that's awesome. Woo! Like they talked about his pink little cock.
Yeah.
I
How-
didn't see no monster. I saw a little boy with a big head and a pink
Big head
little
and a
cock.
pink little cock. Yeah. And then Cersei squeezes it till
Yeah.
she's trying to kill him and stuff.
He's trying to pop. It's like,
Yeah, trying to pop his dick off, but
pop it.
that was
okay,
horrible.
so that was our top 10. Now let's talk about expectations for next season. What do you guys think is gonna happen? What do we think is gonna go down with Tyrion, with Sansa, Arya and the Hound?
Well, I hope I could see. I mean, from the way it seems like, let's say, for example, Arya.
Yeah.
Since she gave that one coin, they're taking her to where are
To
they taking her?
Bravos.
To Bravos.
Yeah, I'm ready to see Bravos now. They be talking about it a lot, and you know, Bravos is like the next big thing. You know,
But
He's
my-
showing you lands.
yeah.
That's what I'm excited about.
But
And
I'm
like,
guessing, I don't know. To me, it seems like she's gonna be like, she's gonna train to be some kind of assassin.
Yeah.
You know, because she's already doing what that one assassin did. Started taking aims,
Yeah.
gonna kill them. You know, so to me, I'm seeing Arya. She's gonna
Hopefully.
basically just her path is gonna be so different from the royalty path.
Yeah, I loved it. I
One of
like-
the things we didn't talk about, my bad, it was Arya, Brienne fighting the Hound, which was
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the
That was one of my
best
favorite scenes,
parts.
yeah,
That was
definitely.
my favorite scenes.
It was like, yeah, Brienne. I heard they were in the book. They weren't even expected to meet, and then in this,
Yeah, in the
show,
book they don't meet
fight.
at all.
That,
They
that's
don't-
pretty cool. I actually see some action towards the end of the season was something that I wanted to see. And
And that was
Awesome.
it was like a furious fight too. Like they're
Yeah.
just going at it, two big ass beasts,
yeah, two good fighters too.
two good fighters too. And then the conversation between Arya and Brienne, just wait, you're a knight? It's like, no, I'm not a knight. It's like, wait, how do you know how to fight and all this shit? She's like, oh, my dad said the same thing. He didn't want to let
Yeah.
me fight. That was good. That was a good little dialogue there.
Definitely.
I thought.
So like yeah, and for the next season, definitely I want to see Arya. Like I was hoping this season she would get more into a killing mode, but even though she has a little bit, I thought it would be more. But you know, in the new season, I'm hoping to see more from her action wise, more skills and water dancing,
Right.
more of that. And also Sansa Stark, you know, I want to see what happens with her now, how she's gonna interact with Littlefinger now that she knows what he wants from her. You know, see how she manipulates, how she uses his
cooch?
love against him.
And not only that, I want to know if the Red Witch gets it on with Jon Snow.
Yeah, that 10-second like
That little
Beowulf scene where
Yeah,
like they're
she
looking at
gives
each
him-
other for like 10 minutes.
She
She
gives him
behind the
that
fire.
look like,
I heard you like gingers. And then yeah, there she is. with her
There she
red
is.
Hair. And then Bran's story, when he finally makes it to the tree, Gandalf in the tree, where we see this old man with a beard. And he's like, am I gonna walk again? No, but you're gonna
That
fly.
was so messed up. He was like, I'm gonna walk again. He's like, no. I was like, damn.
But
He's
you
so-
are gonna fly. So what is that? What do you guys think that means?
I
for
think
next
he's
season?
gonna be like Professor Xavier. Just kidding. I think he's just gonna walk. I think he's gonna be able to like make himself fly. Yeah, I think he's gonna teach him all this magic stuff. You know, he knows how to be like.
And we have the little kid that died too. Just
Yep.
got shanked by that Skeletor.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah, because they get saved by what those little treasure trolls or something? Little children.
The
The
child
throwing
of
the
the
bombs?
forest. Yeah,
Yeah.
throwing
It's
the
like,
little. That was the cool fantasy part too. Like
That was
people,
cool fantasy part. I think they should have kept up with more magic. I don't care.
People don't
This
like
is-
the magic. They like.
I like the
some
magic.
people like the King's Landing stuff more because it's more serious, political. But then
It's like sticking with the media.
I like the
kind of
mixture.
style.
That's why I like it.
I like the,
I like
or
the
like the
mixture,
media
yeah.
kind of stuff.
I like dragons. I like the fantasy.
That's one thing.
Yeah, they need to
The
show more
Black
dragons,
Dragon.
man.
I want to see if she's going to be able to either control it or.
She ain't gonna control them.
'Cause
And then
that-
she
that's the
cages
thing.
down. She like chains up the dragons. We have the dragons in chains now. She
That's
done
kind of
fucked
messed
up.
up.
She
Yeah,
done
what's she
fucked
gonna do now? Like, is she gonna find a suitor or something like that? I heard that from the books. They said she finds someone to like.
To
She has to marry someone.
Yeah,
in
spoilers for
order-
next season.
for next season.
Spoilers heavy. So if you guys don't want to hear spoilers,
Better stop now. Stop watching.
it's cool. Don't matter. Comment spoilers if you want to comment spoilers. It's all good.
Yeah, all good, all day.
So yeah, next season I just want to see. We have Tyrion and Arya both going to Essos or Bravos.
Yeah, hopefully
We're gonna
they
see what
meet.
happens with them, and what happens with Cersei. Cersei is the one left in King's Landing. Cersei and Jaime, how are they gonna run the kingdom? Cersei's a dumb bitch. She thinks she's smart, but she's not that smart. Tywin said it.
I say Marjorie's gonna get into that kid's head.
Oh,
Nah,
that
I
part
can't wait for that too.
Little cat,
Yeah.
Sir Pounce. That was
Yeah,
fun.
man, I can't wait for that. Marjorie is one of my favorite characters too. She's also learning how to
That ass.
be manipulative. Yeah.
Get to manipulate that
beautiful,
little
too.
king against her mom.
Yeah, so Cersei's not that smart. We're gonna see what happens with her, and then we're gonna see what happens with Bran, Jon Snow at the wall. With Stan, we have Stannis came and saved everyone.
True.
We're gonna see what happens with that.
That was
Stannis-
also the amazing part. I mean, I was surprised because when I saw him riding in, I was like, "Who the hell? What army is this?" You know, because they were like so professionally and in line with everything. You know, just whacking like, whoa,
Like gladiator status.
Yeah,
I felt like it was kind of fast too, but the high angle shots were really cool.
Yeah.
Just we see all these armies coming in there, and then everyone's tripping out. Like, who is it? Who is it?
Definitely.
That was. a
but
good
I mean,
one.
it took just him to stop 100,000.
Now they have an army though, so we're gonna see what happens with the wildlings and everyone else.
Oh, is that what it is? They're gonna come. They're gonna fight alongside the wildlings, take over. The
Well,
kingdom?
Stannis is gonna fight along the Watchers.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
So then we're gonna see what happens with that, and another story that we want to see season 5. What do you guys think?
I'm just waiting for Arya and Sansa.
Arya and Sansa.
Yeah.
You know, that, the Hound, the cliffhanger situation.
Or he just leaves him
Does he die or does he live?
unless there's a.
And we have badass Arya just staring at him like, "Nah, I'm not gonna help you." It's
Not
like,
gonna
just
even
kill me
picture-
already. I could have banged your sister.
He did what he did. Remember when he did to that little old man with the girl? How he
Yeah.
just took his money?
Oh yeah.
So we had
They
that
won't live
part,
till
too.
next winter or something like that.
Yeah. That was the foreshadow too.
And she just did the
Was
same
that
thing.
in the
It's
book?
like,
That little scene with the cottage with the dude where he takes his money.
He takes money. I don't think that was in the book. I don't really remember. They do go like in the book. The Hound's been dead or been gone. Like
Oh yeah.
by this part, they they dragged that out along with the story. Like Arya and the Hound were supposed to separate a while back,
I guess he wanted him. Oh, he was a really good character too.
but everyone loves that duo. So, and I agree. I like that duo too. Like the Hound and Arya, they go at it and killing
Definitely.
people, eating chickens and shit. That was
That was
my
dope.
favorite part. So yeah, that's our review. Let us know what you thought about the season. Reply in the comments, whatever. If you guys wanna something that we missed or whatever.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Also, recommend any movies that you want us to watch and review. Also,
Anything else to review?
put it on the comments down below.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe, BANJJ Media, baby.
BANJJ
Give that
Media.
salute to HBO. And here we go.
One
Let's
final
do it.
salute.
Final
Final
salute.
salute.
All right. Thank you guys for watching.